Boys, what is the hardest game ever? Dark Souls? Getting over it? Perhaps StarCraft? Wrong. The hardest game, you've never even heard of it. It's called Super Monkey Ball. 651. This is a hack pack. Custom modded levels of Super Monkey Ball 2's story mode. 10 worlds, 10 levels each world, 100 levels altogether. The first 9 are manageable. In fact, I've beaten the first 9. Yeah, in just a few hours. But the 10th world, it's different. It's like you've finished Tutorial Island in the first 9, but the creator, Scrap651, thought, fuck it. I'm going to make this hard enough that you want to die every single minute of it. Anyway, I'm not capable of beating it at the moment, so let's watch somebody beat the world's hardest game you've never heard of. That alone, 99% of people would not be able to get up without at least an hour of practice. Yeah, sure. Land on that, why not? This transfer is so hard. This is the longest he's ever taken on something. That transfer alone. Bear in mind, every level of the 10 you're about to see, you get 1 minute. You get 1 fucking minute. This is... I believe this is the creator beating it. Yeah. Now, I didn't say this at the start. You might be thinking, Ludwig, this isn't that hard. He's beating it easily. Only 8 people have ever beaten all 10 of these levels. Of the thousands who've attempted, 8 have succeeded. And only 1 human is capable of doing it consistently without having to pause through. That's the creator, I'm pretty sure. The creator is the world's best monkey ball player. He had to make his own levels to challenge himself because nobody else and nothing else could. That's when you know you're good, when you have to make the hardest challenge just so you can feel something. Now, you might be thinking, Ludwig, this is easy. He's getting through this part for free. He's halfway through. That sign right there says the prize is at the start. I got all the way through this part myself in about 40 seconds, 45. But the amount of speed you need to get through is insane. It looks like he's skiing. How do you... I don't actually think he's going to succeed. There's no way he gets this, right? He fails. What the fuck? How am I supposed to do it? He has less than a second left. So this doesn't seem hard, but this slope, there's a very fine line you can stand on. And it's constantly turning. And so you can really only stand on the one square that's at the top. That's flat. Otherwise, you just slide down. He has to wait. He has to wait on it for it to come all the way back. This one seems maybe one of the more doable ones. The transfer is kind of hard because you go very fast. You have to stop very quickly. And it's a very thin line you have to hit. Very thin. But they do get progressively thicker after you get through the halfway point. Which is why I think it might not be one of the hardest ones, at least. Because that seems quite forgiving. That one seems doable. Maybe in an hour, you know, or 2. He's saving the replay. Okay, the fact that the world's best monkey ball player is saving the replay is making me a little uncomfortable. Maybe that was really hard, and now I'm... Okay, never mind. That was crazy. He saved the replay. Okay. This one, At first glance, might not seem too hard. Basically, there are these platforms, and they will flip left and right, and you have to transfer, and you have to go all the way to the end. But you have to hit every play button so that blue wall in the back left goes down. So then you can hit a play button back there, so then you can go all the way back to the start where the goal actually is. It's pretty hard to get, I think, the timing down on the transfer. Because you do it too early, you go too fast, you fall at the end. You do it too late, and then you get pushed back. You won't get in time. So now he's done it. He's hit that play button. Now he has to go back and get to the goal. So you should be able to do it quicker now. Let's see how he does. It switches every 5 seconds. Oh. Wait. Is my Twitch chat smart? I'm sorry, guys. I did not realize y'all had big brains. I was under the impression that you were dumb. This one seems to be really hard, too. It's a moving, swaying, like, connection of squares with the thinnest possible platforms. And you have to pause it on the right to go to the end to hit a play button. Then you have to pause it on the left where there's another play button. That'll lower the wall, and then you go through the center. All in a minute. So you have to go all the way through, all the way back, all the way through, all the way back, all the way through in a minute. While accurately pausing it on the right frame. Although it's a little more lenient. I mean, this has already taken him, just going through the first one, 25 seconds. So he has to do it again in 25 seconds. And then he has to finish the final one in 10 seconds. Although, maybe, I see. It's actually easier at the end because it'll form a straight line rather than these squares. I see. Okay. That's how he's able to do it in a minute. Oh, but he didn't pause it perfectly. Oh, that's a bad pause. That was a bad pause, and he still got it. All right, this one's crazy. This one, I think, would be impossible to beat without watching a video or at least guessing and checking because there's 4 platforms that you have to transfer to get to the goal. I'll show you from the venue here. So you have to go from here to here to here to here to here. But the problem is the speeds they travel are the opposite of what you need. So when this one reaches here, this one will be over here. So you need to time the fast forward button so precisely that this one will be traveling a little faster. And then when it touches here, this one, you have to hit the fast forward button so it travels a little faster. And then when it hits around here, you have to have this one travel fast forward. And so you need to know the timing to hit fast forward for all 4 of them to be able to transfer from each. And after you do all that, which you could do because we'll know, right, from this video, we could just watch. All right, when it hits 52. All right, that's fine and dandy. But then you have to transfer. First 3 are easy. I think this is the hard one, though. I think actually this is the easiest level in the whole pack. Only because we have the knowledge of when you have to do it. If you didn't have that, it would be nearly impossible at how much you'd have to guess and check. This one's cool because it's kind of like level 7 in Super Monkey Ball 1 if you ever played it, where it's just a lot of pathing, but there's a gimmick where there's 2 platforms with alternating heights. So it's also like that Super Monkey Ball 2 level where they do this one. So you have to time it. So not only do you need really precise movement, you need good transfers. Because if you transfer too aggressively, every time you bounce, you gain speed, you'll fall off. I like this level the best. It seems the most intuitive. This one, you have to ride these platforms as they slowly go up to their apex, and then ride the same one down, wait for it to go back up again, unless you're a god gamer like this guy, apparently. So you can keep crossing over.
Balls.
He missed it right there by a second, I think. Or maybe this is his strat. I don't know. I don't know. This one is very hard. And then, after you've done all that, and you're feeling good about yourself that you might be a god gamer, you have level 10. And level 10 of 10 is called Antlers. It's a bunch of half pipes. The whole stage is constantly tilting on its axis, and you have to transfer from each half pipe during the tilt until you get to the final half pipe, which is a full-ass circle that's the thinnest possible material it can sit on. Let's see. Not too bad. Now it's where it gets hard. It's quite thin here. Time it on the tilt. And this dude just beat all 10 levels without dying in 10 minutes. The only human to be able to do it in the world. And he made it look easy. I can't state enough how hard everything he just did is. It would probably take me hours to beat one of the levels. Oh, I just found out. Barb's told me in chat. Apparently, this is all spliced. So if it looked really easy, it's actually spliced. That makes me feel so much better about myself. Thank God. Oh my God, I feel so much better about myself. I thought a man was capable of doing it without dying in one run through. That's crazy though, that nobody has a deathless run without splicing it. Which one of you God gamers watching this will be the first?